Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. This is Lifestyle Critic, where we break down movies and TV shows into their core elements, and in this video we are going to be reviewing Keeping Up with the Joneses, which is an absolutely hilarious, absolutely brilliant movie that is based on the famous phrase Keeping Up with the Joneses. And in this film, it's a bit of an action comedy spy thriller type film that tells the story of the perfect Joneses moving into this suburban area but being undercover spies, which just leads to a lot of chaos and hilarious consequences happening as a result of it. Now, it was a really great film. I do think it could have been a little bit better, but it was just so gutting that it didn't perform that well in the box office, as I do feel like it could have become a little bit of a franchise and definitely deserves a bit of a sequel. But either way, let's review Keeping Up with the Joneses in this video review. So from a storyline point of view, we're first introduced to the characters of Jeff and Karen, who are parents of 2 kids and live in a very quiet suburban cul-de-sac. One day, the perfect Jones family move in next door, and unintentionally and hilariously, they make everybody else feel really intimidated and really jealous of them in the village cul-de-sac. This then leads to the Karen Gaffney character feeling very suspicious of the perfect Jones family. They then eventually find out that actually the Joneses are undercover secret spies, and quickly and hilariously become embroiled in a very elaborate undercover spy mission, which is just absolutely hilarious from start to finish. So from a cast and characters point of view, this film is very strong. All of the cast of characters are just so brilliant in terms of their comedy timing and their performances overall. You can just tell that they're totally giving it their all, and it just comes across so well on screen, as they are just absolutely hilarious in terms of their performances. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, we have Zach Galifianakis, who plays the character of Jeff Gaffney, and he is so funny in his portrayal. He's a naive HR consultant, and he just gets really intimidated by the Tim Jones's character, and is always trying to be really cool, trying to be really suave, whereas in actual fact he's just a very normal, bashful father figure, and him trying to play up to this role is just absolutely hilarious. We then have Isla Fisher, who plays the character of Karen Gaffney, and she is just absolutely brilliant in her portrayal as well. On the one hand, you can tell that she's very similarly getting intimidated by the Natalie Jones character and is very much in awe of this character. We also, like I said before, have her being very suspicious of the Jones characters as a whole, but also she's thrown into this crazy world, and just the way in which this character just handles it and just carries off her brilliant performance is just so funny. She's got some brilliant comedy one-liners in this film, and just is such a joy to watch because of her brilliant portrayal. We then have Gador, who plays the perfect Natalie Jones character. Even though she is a bit of a perfect spy figure, she is actually quite a layered character, and you do get to see some marital issues between her and the Tim character. And then finally we have Hamm, who plays Tim Jones. He's very cool, calm and collected, and is just very much the leader figure throughout this operation. So from a cast and characters point of view, it's absolutely hilarious in their portrayals. So from a visuals point of view, this movie actually looks really great. It could have come across as being really cheap, but actually you do get immersed into this world really well, and all of the fight scenes and all of the chase scenes look really great. And also I really like how when they show the suburban area, you are really immersed into that world, and you can kind of see all of the different characters getting really jealous of the Joneses. And then similarly, by contrast, when you're in the spy world, all of those scenes look really great, really believable in terms of there being this big evil bad honcho that is trying to kill loads of people. But then brilliantly, all of the Gaffney couples being in that situation is absolutely hilarious. But all of the battle sequences, all of the fight sequences, all of the spy-esque scenes are really great. So from a visuals point of view overall, Keeping Up with the Joneses is really strong. So in terms of comparisons, there are quite a lot of other couple-led comedy movies where the couple get embroiled in an absolutely chaotic situation, which is very hilarious from the audience's point of view. So for example, Murder Mystery with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. We then have Games Night, which has Rachel McAdams and Jason Bateman. And we also have Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I would say those 3 films are better than Keeping Up with the Joneses, but that being said, Keeping Up with the Joneses is still an absolutely hilarious and enjoyable movie that I'd highly recommend watching if you haven't seen it already. So overall, I did really enjoy Keeping Up with the Joneses. I do think it could have been a little bit better, but that being said, I thought the premise was really strong. It was absolutely hilarious from start to finish. I was literally laughing throughout and the time just flew by. I thought the character portrayals were really great. I thought the storyline was really great. The visuals are absolutely awesome, and I'm just really gutted that the performance of this film wasn't better so that it could have had a sequel. But either way, this film is definitely worth watching, and for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.